Hi everybody, welcome back for another video. In this particular video, we are going to go over the Sims 2 Trailer Park Challenge build. So this new challenge is one that I'm hoping to completely finish on the channel because it is only 4 generations long. And in this particular challenge, the basic goal apparently is to just survive with as minimal money as possible with as many children as possible. And there's a lot of very specific rules for it, which is why I was extremely drawn to it. So for the building portion of it, the founder, which I think I named her Sasha or something like that, I did do a speed create a sim for her. I'll make sure I link that down in the description. But for the moving in portion, the founder had to the founder had to purchase a 4x4 lot for their trailer to sit on. We were allowed to arrange the interior walls any way that we wanted, but it was really hard because I needed to try and plan on having at least 2 bathrooms and at least 2 rooms for the bedrooms. The reason is because per the challenge rules, you cannot move the interior walls later. So it became a very, very tedious and trying situation because if you're a builder like me, I'm always knocking down walls, adding new walls, changing things 24/7. So to know that wherever I place things during this build is pretty much where they have to be for the entire duration of the challenge. You can't delete any walls or build new ones. I do believe that the one exception to that was that you could do half walls, like you could add or delete half walls in the house at any time, but the full walls, you cannot delete them or build new ones in the house at any time. So the trailer had to be on a foundation that was exactly 6x20. The creator did say that we could use the column deck foundation because it was the cheapest, so I definitely did do that. Of course, obviously, trailer homes don't come with unfinished walls, so I had to paint or put wallpaper on every interior and exterior wall. For the build part of the challenge, CC was fine, but the creator said that it had to cost at least 2 simoleons. I tried my best to really just stay away from CC as much as I could because I found that that was the easiest way. We absolutely had to have a roof. It didn't matter what kind. Each room with an exterior wall had to have at least 1 window. That part was a little bit challenging too because as I was building, I started kind of running out of money, and it started to get really, really frustrating for me. Let's see, what else was there? There had to be a front door and a back door, and each one had to have a porch that was a minimum of 4 squares, and that had to be added onto the main 6x20 foundation after it was built. You didn't have to put railings, but obviously you did need steps in order to access it. There had to be a stove and a refrigerator. There had to be at least 3 countertops in the kitchen. There had to be a kitchen sink, at least 1 toilet and 1 tub. The tub part was required. So I unfortunately wasn't able to just get a shower and be like, yay, good enough. No, I had to have a tub. The creator did say that you could use a tub shower combo, but just the shower alone is what was not allowed at all. So that also was a little bit frustrating for me because I'm so used to building with just showers and no bathtubs. So yeah, it was a challenge in itself just building the trailer for sure. They did say that a smoke alarm is allowed if the sim can afford it. A burglar alarm, however, was not allowed. But whenever we do have a car, we can install a car alarm. Yeah, I think I did mention earlier that we could add or remove half walls at any time after the trailer is built. But adding or removing full walls isn't allowed because if you think about it from a realism aspect, right? Whatever walls are built in your house, that's just the way that they are. I know that some people have enough money to remodel their home and demolish walls and put walls wherever they want them to be, but most of us, myself included, don't have the ability to do that. So yeah, for the purposes of this challenge, obviously they're in a trailer. I don't know anybody who lives in a trailer who can afford to demolish walls and add new ones. So yeah, that's pretty much it in regards to the build itself. Apparently it was important to be mindful of where I built the founder's trailer on the 4x4 lot, because by the end of the challenge, we may have to fit at least 2 other 6x20 trailers on the same lot. And according to the creator, maybe even more. I guess obviously that depends on like how many children we have and different things like that. This is kind of like our own miniature like trailer park lot, I guess you could say. Any trailer that is needed is going to have to go on this 4x4 lot. So I tried my hardest to kind of position it in like a sensible place for like a driveway, any sort of like little maybe gardening building or something like that, or a pond. And apparently we're going to be doing a lot of yard sales, so I tried to make sure I had enough space for that as well. So yeah, so from a building perspective, that's pretty much all of the rules that we had. I know I went over it really, really quickly. So I'll make sure that I link the original Trailer Park Challenge rules in the description box below. That way, if you're interested in taking part in the challenge as well, you will have a direct link to get there. Aside from the building portion, like I said, this challenge is designed to go for 4 generations. I do believe that there was a minimum requirement of having 4 pregnancies for every generation, minimum. So apparently if one pregnancy results in multiple babies, it still only counts as one pregnancy. So yeah, that's going to be intense, because if you think about it, if you get pregnant the first time and you have triplets, that doesn't matter that you have 3 kids, that's still only one pregnancy. So Sim still has to get pregnant 3 more times. That I think is what's going to be the most interesting part of the challenge, because we're not going to have a lot of money at all, but we have to have at least 4 kids every generation. So that's going to be extremely interesting. There's also some additional rules and things like that about like marriage and death and different things like that. I was trying to remember if there were any specific rules on like the money portion, like what you can do. Let me see. We did have to start as an adult Sim, which obviously we did when I created her. We cannot delete things for money in buy mode. We can't use any aspiration perks that earn cash advantages. We can't do any career rewards that generate money. And we're not allowed to have a high level job. So basically, if anything like brings money out of thin air just randomly, like we can't do it. So that's going to be extremely interesting, because if you play like me, like I'm used to just getting things, finding things, and like selling everything for money, and I'm not going to be able to do that. So, I feel a headache coming on, but I welcome it. The creator did say that the challenge is best played with seasons open for business. Obviously, I have that. Pets is also highly recommended, which I have it as well. Let me see. No big mods or hacks that are going to generate money. Obviously, that makes sense. We get it. Let me see. Like I said, I know there was some stuff about like the yard sale and different things like that. What you can do if your future spouse brings in too much money, different things like that. I was trying to see. There's different rules for raising the kids. Okay, employment. Here we go. Only one adult in the household is allowed to work at a time, and it can be the founder, adult heir, or one of their spouses. Teens can't work. Elders can't work either. But if they already have a job when they turn elder, they can continue to work until they die or until they quit. They cannot retire, though. There's only a few acceptable jobs. Because basically our Sims are supposed to be uneducated and unskilled, so they don't just get to go and be a CEO or a rock star. So they can do the culinary career up to level 4, a slacker up to level 4, criminal up to level 3. And I think those are the only acceptable ones. There's also some different rules in regards to that annual yard sale that they have to do, crafting, hobbies, and sundry, keeping up the appearance of the actual trailer park, all of that stuff. So like I said, I'll make sure I link it down below, and I hope you guys are as excited for this challenge as I am. Thanks for watching the video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.